Legendary producer Timberland has become a master manipulator and an AI gaslighter.
In a sense, demonic, bro. And I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it feels demonic. You're choosing to go against us all and put this robot, instead of signing an artist, instead of having someone who has a voice that you could put on and put on your platform. All these you had on the live, all this cool shit you were doing, you choose to go in this direction.
John, didn't you just hear what I just did over there? I do that, John.
Hey, John.
And then you going by headlines, and I ain't do nothing. I ain't show you nothing. No, you going by headline. I ain't say nothing. That's why we up here. John, you ain't seen, you just saw a picture. Correct? You ain't hear no music. You ain't hear me play nothing. You ain't hear me. You don't even know what I'm building. You just went off because you don't like, you thinking I'm doing something with AI and you just upset. But you never asked me. You never asked me. Think about it, John. You know you're wrong. You never had a conversation with me. You just went off of a title. Everybody did.
Who posted it though? Who posted it?
Yeah, a guy, interviews, they're gonna make it look like something. We already knew this. We knew, but the conversation was to get this conversation of talking about AI. We're talking about something that people are not having a conversation about, and it's gonna leave us left behind if we don't figure out solutions. That's all I'm saying. I don't have an AI. How can I have an AI artist, John? It's nothing there.
So this is rage bait, bro?
No, it's not rage bait. No, I took something. I'm explaining what I did to make me come up with this idea.
What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, this is going to be a long video. I haven't done a video literally in 2 days because I have been just consuming everything. Hours and hours and hours on this Timberland and AI subject. Nothing has been more consuming than this. I have a lot of other stuff I'm going to discuss. I got about 5 videos in the banks that I'm going to do between today and tomorrow, at least 5. But at the end of the day, I couldn't get past this one, gang. And like most people, it's so convoluted. Every reactor, every YouTuber I've seen that has discussed this has gone on for no less than 30 minutes plus, just trying to break it down, just trying to explain it, just trying to get some context for us, the layman, like they say in layman's terms, put it in simple. I need stuff to be broken down into layman's terms, simple, something I can digest. So what I did was I tried to consume it all. And it's a lot of nuances, twists and turns. There's a lot of data to process. There's a lot of things. But at the end of the day, stuff has to be simple, right? Some of these people that are in office right now got into office because they simplified things to break things down to where a person could get behind it, right? This is why we're in this world now. People need stuff to almost be dumbed down. So what I'm going to try to do, right? I'm going to try to take all of this big talk, this weird talk, and Young Guru, Timberland, and all these people, all these different names they throwing at you, and Sonos and all this stuff, and I'm going to try to wrap it up with a nice bow on top and try to make it make sense, gang, all right? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to be honest like I always do. Merch down below, right? But this is what I want to talk about. I watched Curtis King. I watched Rob Marksman. I watched a lot of people, full videos, just processing this whole situation. And what I'm walking away with, gang, is Timberland has become trash. I don't know if that's simple enough, if I can make it any simpler. Timberland has become an old, bitter, thirsty for money, trash human being that is basically, and I'm going to get to all the reasons why he feels he's doing the right thing, but most of them revolve around money, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Timberland is overlooking everything that he has done in his career because, frankly, after watching him and listening to him, he just tired of making beats, gang. It's getting too hard, gang. If you pay attention to what this man is really saying, he wants it to be easier, faster, and he wants to make money from it. It ain't no other way around it. He's introducing an AI artist named TaTa, of all things. They're calling it, what, AI pop or something like that, right? And he's bringing out an AR artist. And F everybody that feel like he's doing something wrong. He could care less. This guy, Timberland, is on a mission, gang. He's gaslighting. He's manipulating. And when you say, Charles, why is he gaslighting? Well, he's trying to make it as if you coming after him for. It's a lot of people coming after Timbaland. I'm gonna try to explain stuff as I speak because sometimes I say stuff and I expect you to know. So now I realize most people don't know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Most people are not in this AI conversation. So I'm going to try to break things down to the last decimal. So he's on a tear. He did a 4-hour live stream. What's going on with Timbaland? Timbaland has partnered with this company, an AI company called Sonos, if I'm saying that right? And you can generate AI music with Sonos. And it's been a very big problem with Sonos with people in the industry, the independent community. Guys, I'm gonna be here for a while, right? Get you some churros, get you some tres leche, get you something, gang, get you some whatever, KFC, whatever you're gonna eat. I'm gonna be here for a while. You're gonna need nourishment, get you some D&D, whatever you're gonna have, I'm gonna be here for a while. But what's happening, right, is he's partnered with Sonos, who are known for their AI generative software. And that software has been taken to court and has been proven to be, for lack of a better word, they're using the word, it's being trained with unlicensed music, but that means it's stealing people's music to millions of people's songs to generate its own type of, when you say, give me a soul beat, it's going to listen to a million people's soul beats, right? Without their knowledge, without their consent, and it's going to create a soul beat from that. If you're ever wondering what AI do, that's what it does in a nutshell. It goes and generate. It goes and listens to a bunch, or inspects, right? It goes and inspects. How did it do? So it's just like when you learn, right? When you learn, only thing about the difference with you learning and the AI learning is the AI does it faster, 10 times faster than you, right? And it's going to perfect it, which is why we'll probably be destroyed by AI at some point. But let's stay focused, right? So Sonos makes millions of dollars. Sonos was taken to court because people were saying that Sonos was stealing music. They fought it. They said this is not true. This is propaganda. But allegedly, according to different publications, that they lost that court battle. So they've been proven to be taking unlicensed music and training their AI with all of those people's music. That's literally illegal. You literally can't do that, right? It's like us sampling. When we were sampling, remember what they was doing with rappers? When we were sampling, what happened to Biz Markie? What happened to De La Soul? They got their ass tore up. I believe, what is it? Is it who got 100% of this guy? What's this guy that passed away? Somebody got 100% of his music, right? Is it Sting or somebody? They can take 100% of your music for sampling their record. Vanilla Ice. I can go down. I can give you 100 examples of someone being sued for sampling. Okay? So this is literally the same thing in a different way. The AI can generate it from if the AI didn't have the music, it couldn't generate these soul beats and this, that, and the third. And in full disclosure, I just want to say this. I was, right when this dropped, I'm just going to be honest, it wasn't only a few days ago. I have literally a brand deal with an AI company that I'm no longer going to do. I had the video, everything. I was ready to go. Like, listen, because it's not, all AI is not the same, right? Some AI is generative, and we all use AI. The screen behind me right now, that's an AI generated video, right? I use AI in my real business where I got to generate pictures, generate this, that, and the third, chat GPT. So AI is useful. It's a machine, right? It is a machine. But at the same time, they don't let you generate when you do your thesis, it cannot be generated from AI. Certain things you got to use your human brain for, right? And one of the things you got to use your human brain for is music. So I'm deading that brand deal. I'm not going to do it. I had 3 different brand deals with all 3 different AI companies. I'm not doing any of them because I'm standing with this. I'm against this whole thing that Timberland is doing. I'm not saying I'm against AI, right? Again, AI will consume the whole world and destroy us, but that's just let me just cook on something else right now. I disagree with the fact that Timberland is saying, and the CEO of Sonos, this multi-million-dollar AI company that is allowing you to use their beats and this, that, and the third, right? And I considered it for like about a year ago. I just wanted some like lo-fi beats, right? I looked into it, and I was like, I'm not into this because lo-fi beats is whatever, right? But I was like, I'm not paying every month to have these lo-fi beats. I've been making beats for 30 years. I don't need to use the AI beats, right? But at the same time, there are people who really, really make lo-fi beats. They do them really well. And these people are trying to eat. And this whole thing with Timberland will take away a lot of these people's jobs. I'm just going to be honest. And it ain't just the lo-fi beat makers. A lot of you rappers, a lot of you singers, but this is the beautiful thing about the AI, it needs a real singer. So when Timberland, TaTa, this artist TaTa, there's a real woman that's the voice they're going to use. A human. It cannot function without a human, and that's the problem. So they're going to take one human, recapsulate all of different voice inflections she can make, and then Timberland can go in and now make songs with TaTa, the AI robotic artist, right? But see, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be here for a while, gang. If you can rock with me, I'm gonna tell you why first, before I get into all the details of this, of why I think Timberland wants to do this. For one, he tired of y'all. He tired of telling you sing it like this, sing it like that. He tired of the pushback, the get back. What happened to the girl he just was promoting? Some girl about 3 years ago. She was great. Change music. I don't even know. I should look it up right now. But he had some girl. She gonna change music. She gonna change it up. What happened to her? What happens to this female that was gonna change music? He was working with her. She was about to be the biggest thing in rap. And now you got an AI artist named TaTa. You're doing A-pop. Timberland is tired of working with people. He's tired to me. I feel like Timberland been doing this so long, the results ain't coming. He ain't get another tweet yet, right? He didn't get another Magoo, right? He needs another Mad Skills. Like these people ain't popping up. He's not getting these people that's changing the game, right? He ain't getting another Missy Elliott. He ain't getting another Aaliyah. All that stuff we talking about is late 90s, early 2000s. Timberland ain't been hitting like that since then. And yeah, he gets his Jay-Z features and he gets his Justin Timberlake and all this, that, and the third. But Jay-Z ain't been doing a lot of rapping lately. And Justin Timberlake got other troubles going on. Okay? So I'm just gonna be honest. I think it's getting slim pickings out here. I'm sure Timberland still got his money. I'm just going to be honest. But the moves Timberland been making lately, he's doing live streams where he's critiquing your work and disrespecting you. Like, yo, these beats, da-da-da. Yeah, like if they're paying Timberland. And we got too much access to these legends, man. I got a video coming about the legends in hip hop. What's going on? What's going on? I shouldn't be able to get on a live stream with Timberland and pay him anything to critique my song. But this is where we are. And I think a lot of these guys ain't doing as well as it seems, gang. I'm just going to be honest. So when you start not doing well and these bills are coming, you start making concessions and you start looking around you. Timberland has been moving really funny lately. Remember him and Swiss Beats came up with that great idea, right? Great idea. You go on Instagram one night, you're going to see two of your favorite artists, they versus each other. Remember they came up with verses in the pandemic? It was an organic idea. It's going to be Timberland versus Swiss Beats. Who got the best beats, right? Remember? Da-da-da. Boom, boom, boom. All this. They did a whole thing in the whole world. And for a time, it was good, right? Then you got everybody come. Wu-Tang Clan, Ray versus Ghost, all this shit. All this shit. Method Man versus, it was crazy. Jada versus this guy. Da-da-da. It was crazy. People started making their own verses. Verses was the thing. And they got verses to be a multi-million-dollar conglomerate, and they sold it to one of the worst companies to sell it to, who immediately destroyed it. Like I said, when I said that, my friends used to be in my chat, Challz, why you so bad? It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's a business move. I said, they just sold out hip-hop. I said, they built that versus shit off of old hip-hop, old R&B, the people you would have never expected to become back in style. They took these people's years of integrity, like Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One and all these different verses, Jagged Edge and all. It was a beautiful time. Yeezy versus, who was it? Yeezy versus fucking Gucci and all that. They was beautiful moments and they sold that shit. That was some sellout shit and I was pissed. I got videos back in my catalog where I was going off. And people thought I was crazy. I said, they just killed it. A lot of people, it took months, but people started realizing, Challz, you right, da-da-da-da. I know I'm fucking right. They sold hip-hop out. And when I saw that, I couldn't believe it. But this is the thing. These idols, what are we idolizing them for? constantly selling out the culture. They have this buy low, sell high bullshit, right? Then they try to buy it back when it was too late, right? We've been getting on Timberland ass for a while now. It's been nonsense and dumb shit for a while. So what I'm saying is we're looking at these people as protectors of the cultures. These guys will sell this shit in a second. And Jay-Z's my man, but he did it with Tidal. Remember, it was all this about the artist gonna get this, the artist gonna get that. Yo, jump in with this, what was it? How many? 10 artists, all the best artists in the world. Lil Wayne and Madonna and all these people had joined into the Tidal. It was gonna change the game for all the artists. We're finally we're taking a stance from the artist, Then he sold the shit. Sold it to the guy that owned Twitter, right? We're gonna keep the integrity. Nobody gave a shit no more. I canceled my subscription. I'm like, dog, you're charging $13.99 and then you're gonna sell it to the nigga. He don't need my fucking money. So these guys right now, they're in a space where they're like, if I can sell it, I'm gonna sell it. Right now, Timberland is moving like a dude that's out here scrambling, doing 3-card mollies. Yeah. Well, let me hear your song. Then after he's telling you, pay me to critique your song, he plays your song and shits on you in the song. And guess what? They right back next week with another song and more shit. So what I'm saying is Timberland is moving really, really weirdly. So this AI thing, what's happening now is Timberland is lashing out because people got wind of this from his own page that he posted himself that he was signing this AI artist. And all of us scratched our head like, what the hell? First of all, Timbo, come on, gang. Like, what we doing? First of all, that's not a real person. Let me be the first to go on record and say that shit going to flop bad. And Timberland is not the one he's not the messenger for this. Because he's acting out, he's lashing out, he's disrespecting people. People have gotten upset about this. So Timberland, when it created these little short clips, right, in response to the agitated people on his Instagram and on his Twitter that are like, Timbo, what are you doing, gang? We don't want this. This is an abomination. Some people going so far as to call it demonic, right? And Timberland he's got these little animatronic, no, I'm sorry, not AI, the AI animals telling people, yo, you mad about AI, you scared AI gonna take your sound, you ain't have a sound. How we gonna train our AI, when you saying we train our AI off your songs ain't even mixed right. All right, you ain't even have bars for being worried about taking your bars. So he's lashing out and attacking the artist that's telling them, Timbo, what are you doing? You are one of us, we thought you were one of us, now you're going to hurt us. Because you're selling AI with Sonos. He's a part of the company. I don't know if I mentioned that. He's a part of the company. He's an ambassador. He really don't even really fully, I'm just going to be honest, just listening to Timbo talk about this, he don't really understand what the shit really does. I'm just going to be honest. But he's defending it tooth for nail. See, this is that old school logic. It's that old school logic. They giving me a bag. I'll find a way to spend it. This some Reverend Al Sharpton shit, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Right? This some fucking Don King shit. Like he gonna find a way he's looking like a hustler out here. You gonna tell me a man that's known for the most creative beats in the history of hip hop is going to promote something that will take his beats and make a brand new one just like that within 15 seconds? It doesn't require any skill. So now any kid in Idaho could just be like, Timbo beat, no hi-hat. Like, and then now it's boom. Now you got your Timbo beat with no hi-hat. Give me a conductor beat, no snare. Like now you could just do anything, right? I don't need to touch the keyboard. Remember how mad everybody got? Let's just be honest. I'm gonna talk to my DJs for a second. Remember how mad everybody got? Be honest. When them CD discs came out to play the music with the CD, the controller, whatever you call them, you DJs was mad because you was carrying 17 crates to every party. And when these kids start being able to download 4,000 songs onto their laptop and go to the party with their laptop and their thumb drive and they're you DJs was heated, boy. Oh my God, you could not stand it. That was technology. You DJs was mad. You ain't no real DJ. And let's just be honest. I be watching a lot of DJs right now using them things. It's a lot of female DJs came up. They boom, piano and all this stuff. Boom, they be rocking, jamming, looking good. My wife be like, she ain't DJing, she ain't doing shit. But listen, she got a million followers. Boom, 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 boom. You DJs was mad. That's progression. That's technology, right? That's not the same. being able to, you knew MP3s was coming. You knew they was going to be able to shrink them WAV files, them gigantic WAV files. There was a gigabyte. You knew sooner or later they was going to be able to shrink them WAV files down to MP3s, right? And what's homeboy from Apple? He did it. He figured it out. Shrunk them down. Made the Apple disc, whatever it was, right? The MP3 player, the iPod, right? Remember that? That's natural progression. We don't need to be carrying 17 crates to every party. But you still got to know what you're doing with the music. This AI thing, you don't have to know nothing. And Timberland is promoting it. Why? Because he's part of the company. He's getting a bag for this. And then he's cussing out the people that don't agree. He only wants lemons on that page that's going to say, we'll follow you anywhere. Sign me up for Sonos. I'm telling you, I struggled with that brand I was about to do. I struggled with it. I'm not going to say the name, but I had 3 different brands. They was going, I'm going to lose a couple thousand just not doing that. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Right? I'm standing on this because I feel I'm an artist, gang. I sit down with pen and paper. I have an issue with ghostwriters, but if that's my only issue, then that's a part of the game, right? Get your money. Imagine with this AI, you ain't even gonna have ghostwriters no more, gang. There's people they're eating right now for ghostwriters. How many people writing for Beyonce? They're not ghostwriters, but they writing for Beyonce. How many people writing for Drake? It's a lot of people that's eating. A lot of people said they get who is it? Gilly and a lot of people, 5 different rappers that never popped in their real career are eating pretty well off of ghostwriting for people right now. I think Young Berg and some other people, right? And Young Berg became a producer. Now, it's a lot of producers out here right now in jeopardy. If this Sonos thing worked the way Timberland wants it to work, right? It's gonna be like, yo, give me a Curtis King beat. Bang, bang, bang. And what it's going to be now is they don't need your beats no more. They don't need to deal with you asking for more points on the record, asking you for this, that the AI machine work for them. That shit ain't paying the AI shit. So remember last year when they had this AI coming out, FN Mecca, it was the first AI, the fictional rapper avatar. It came out 2019, And who was it? Capitol Records signed it. And we had a whole thing with they were stereotyping black people. We had it was a grand opening, grand close. As soon as we got wind that they were signing that AI thing, we lost our mind. That FM Mecca was grand opening, grand closing. You ain't heard nothing from the rapper since. Well, they going to make 4, 5 more of them. And people been telling me for years, Challz is coming. You're not paying attention. This meta thing. They trying to create a whole. But Bill Gates, not Bill Gates, the other dude, the dude from the Facebook guy. He's trying to make meta where the real world doesn't matter. Everybody lives in meta. They're gonna have concerts in meta, virtual concerts. You're not even gonna be even living in the real world no more. Well, that's not gonna happen. But they trying to make that happen. They're trying to make it where you can do a concert in the meta world and you can have artists in the meta world. Now, me personally. Most grown up not going to listen to no concert in the AI, but they looking at the young people. That's why Timberland don't care what you old ass dusty niggas is thinking because he's looking at the young people. That's why he's calling it A-pop or whatever he's calling it, right? Who listen to A-pop? Young people. Who gonna listen to pop anything? Most of the young people, right? They turning on Katy Perry ass. You go on Katy Perry's page right now. She put a post up. It's 99% this. They can't stand Katy. I don't even know what happened. I'm being honest. I don't know what happened with Katy Perry. They can't stand her now. But that's older people that when they were younger, they loved Katy Perry. Now they getting older. They can't stand that pop shit. But these young people still follow it. The biggest things online is K-pop and things of that nature. You think your artist is big? They ain't shit to one of these K-pop people. They is a fucking flea. And he knows that. So what he's going to do now is use that against what is going on in the industry. He don't need to give them no money. He don't need to pay them no credits, nothing. He don't need to listen to the bullshit that they tired. I want some water. No, fuck that. So Timberland has a whole different agenda than you. That's why he's lashing out on these people because he don't care. And I think Curtis King is right. Timberland don't like people. He's pushing further and further away from people. You got to think, this guy is not locked in with people no more. He locked in his basement doing beats for AI. He said, I could tell this AI to move my snare, and it's so easy. Anybody, you just move your own goddamn snare. You don't need AI for that. Let's just be honest. You don't need AI to move your snare, Timbo. And the CEO of Sonos is like, this is like a runner. Runners get tired of running. Runners are in a position where now, if you can make it easier, they'll take it. Okay, so listen to this. Everybody ain't meant to be running at a high level. You can be a runner. That don't mean you're going to be on Timberland's level of running. If we're talking running at a high level, you ain't going to be Carl Lewis. Everybody shouldn't be Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis trained for years to be where he was. Right? These people that are at a high level, they're not using AI. These high-level athletes, they can't use steroids and enhancement and performance enhancers and this, that, and the third. That's what AI is. But they're going to make it like, oh, no, this is just something to make it fat. You're not, first of all, you know most of these people ain't going to do shit but flood up the market with a bunch of AI bullshit. Like the kids say, AI slop. You know that. They don't give a fuck about that. Timberland is not eating off this music like he was before. Anybody that's online telling you to submit their music, they're not popping in the music world. He wouldn't have time to do that. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what he's charging to listen to this music, but $10 is too much. It's disrespectful. I'm just going to be honest. That's something that us YouTubers are going to do. God bless a YouTube. If he can get it, get it. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. But Timberland is a legend. If you go back and look at the Black Album, Jay-Z's documentary on the making of the Black Album, Timberland's in there. Timberland he's on some of the most seminal moments in hip-hop history, music history. He should not be on YouTube at midnight talking about, yeah, let me hear your last record on SoundCloud. Give me $20 and I'll tell you if it sucks. That's some grifter shit. I'm just going to be honest. Anybody else on YouTube, everybody's on YouTube trying to make money. Somebody like Timberland doing that, he's stealing from you. I'm just going to be honest. So I think Timberland really, at this point, I think he's sick of people. And I'm going to be honest. We all got that uncle, that grandmother. They just sick of people. Get out my refrigerator. Like, just irritated. Everything annoy him. I think Timberland has become that person. I think he don't want to interact with people. I think he don't want to see people win unless he's at the top of that chain. This thing sound like, I'm just going to be honest, like a pyramid scheme low key because all the money's going up. You're not really going to make no money off this Sonos shit. Let's just be fucking honest. If I go log into Sonos, make 100,000 beats, most of them beats are going to be trash. Nobody's going to buy a bunch of AI beats from me when they can start doing their own AI beats. If the guy from Sonos has his way, everybody going to be using AI. Nobody's going to be making real shit. And not only that, they're using people's voices and this and that. They making all these fucking, you got Drake on the remix. They using everybody's voice. It's getting crazy. It's getting to the point you can't even, they had a Nicki Minaj remix. Nicki Minaj jumped on Wayne, Lil Wayne's band from NO. They got the Nicki Minaj. And I'm like, well, if this isn't AI, then I got questions. Like, I need answers because why wasn't she on the album and this and that and the third? But that's a whole nother video, right? But at the end of the day, these people doing this stuff with AI, you can't tell what's real and what's not no more. So now you're like, throw it all away unless I know for a fact it's real. So people are not going to go run out and try to listen to a whole bunch of AI beats and buy a whole lot of... Anybody making beats is to sell the beats. Who's going to buy a bunch of AI beats when they can just go on Sonos themselves? It's all a pyramid scheme. You're not going to get rich making a bunch of AI beats. Because the AI beat is going to recreate what's already out. You only make it in this business when you are better at doing something that's never been done before. Timberland blew up because he came with some beats that no one was doing. Listen to Rodeo. Listen to Oops, There Goes My Shirt. The Tweet joint. Listen to Aaliyah. Timberland was an innovator and a creator. He didn't have no machines creating it for him. You're going to say, well, Challz, digital, what do you think digital, when you were back in the day and they had analog and they went from analog to digital, I was there. I saw it. Analog was awful. It was hard to work with, hard to manipulate. You can't tell me shit about analog. I used to sit there. We used to watch the engineer slice the reel. He would have to slice it right there, pull it back. Punching in was crazy, gang. It was different. It was different. So yes, I understand the difference between analog and digital, right? Salute the Mac. We used to go to Mac. We went to Mac, we still go to Mac, right? But at the end of the day, Mac used to have the ADAT, right? I don't know if y'all know what the ADAT is. Then when he got the digital joint with all these tracks we was like, oh my God, you could do so much more. We get it. It's technology. It's going to advance. It just made things easier for what we already creatively was doing. Right, that's Timberland's argument. Well, you can do this creatively, but that's not the point. It's going to be people that's not doing this creatively. They're not going to have it using creative juices for it, right? When Mac got the digital, it was the big ass box with all the shit, and you could turn knobs and it'll change your music. This and that and the third. We loved it, right? We loved it. We used to I put a whole album together on that thing. The album was beautiful, right? More than one. We all made digital would change the world, but the digital wasn't making us better. We were still doing what we were doing. It just made it easier. The AI is going to make an average dude better without him doing nothing. You know how mad you get when you watch them DJs and they're faking like they're turning knobs and they just dancing. They got the headphone on, and you could tell he ain't even touched the table. That damn turntable ain't even, the one of them ain't even spinning. You're irritated because you know he's bullshitting. Well, that's what these AI producers and these AI people that's going to start using this are going to be doing. They're going to be bullshitting you. And they're going to be taking jobs from people. The whole world is becoming automated anyway. They're trying to figure out, they got driving cars that don't got no person. They're trying to figure out a way how to ice you out of this. It's working. A lot of people losing their jobs. They don't need you. They don't need you. What Elon Musk do when he came into Twitter, he fired half the damn workforce, if not more. Half of them left. The other half he fired. So it's like, and guess what? Did Twitter shut down? Not even one day. They can run this without you because of AI. AI is going to be taking a lot of people's jobs. Before they kill us, they're going to take a lot of people's jobs. I'm just going to be honest. But end of the day, as a consumer, it won't work. And that's what Timberland doesn't understand. He's facing all this backlash and all this ill will for something that ain't going to work. I'm just going to be honest. AI can't buy AI. No one's going to buy an AI record. No one. No one. These kids are going to bop to it. The kids don't buy shit. So kids will look, they'll make TikToks out of it. They're going to make money other ways. But for the most part, that AI is going to flop. Under them AI videos, them comments going to be horrendous. And I don't think Timberland understands. It's going to be trashing. Just like the FM Mecca. So they could have still dropped FM Mecca's album. 24 hours later, they dropped that album. I mean, they dropped that AI artist because of the backlash. That's what's going to happen with this TaTa character that Timberland is risking his whole career and his whole legacy on. Right? Guru's talking to him, trying to talk some sense to him. He ain't listening. He's talking over him. I got to go to the bathroom. He's like 4 hours. He on a 4-hour stream going to the bathroom 15 times because he don't want to hear what they're saying to him. Guru wasting his breath. He's making sense. He's telling you, listen, it's about the artistry. Timberland don't care. All Timberland got in the back of his mind, like, I get mad checks on this. I'm not stopping it. You lost your mind. Ain't no talking to me. He mad stubborn. He mad just like arrogant. He don't care. I'm looking at Timberland as a guy who has completely went into a time warp of, I think he's way in the future, but a bad future, and he doesn't care. He's in the future. He's always been futuristic, but Timberland is that guy when you see them apocalyptic movies, right? Or if you watch what's my guy? Timberland is like that show Invincible. At the end of the Invincible show, he goes all the way into the future, and one of the heroes that's one of the most powerful heroes on Earth is the last one there. And everybody else is dead, and he's the only one there in his own apocalyptic world. And he's miserable. That's what Timberland is. Timberland is miserable. The show's called Invincible, right? And anybody that watches that show knows that when you have that level of foresight, you're that far in the future, it's usually bad. So Timberland is looking at, he's moved past humanity at this point. He's looking at AI took over already. He's just trying to get his bag and move forward. I don't think he cares what happens to you. I don't think he cares about what happens to these artists. He's not listening to anybody's opinion on anything. I believe that right now, that money means more to him than your song or your feelings about what he's doing. Timberland has completely moved on from you and me. He's gone. I got an article here. Let me see. I want to read this just so, in case I missed something. Because Timberland defended his AI artist, and I want to read this so you can have, in case something I'm not explaining correctly, all right? Timberland defends his AI artist, TaTa, amid creative backlash. Let's have a real conversation, according to Timberland. Timberland is not backing down from the future, which some say is already here and will most certainly remain here to stay. The legendary super music producer behind some of hip-hop, R&B, and pop music most iconic records is now stepping into the digital frontier, launching a new genre he's calling A-pop. A pop short for artificial pop. Through his tech-driven company Stage Hero, however, his move has sparked some intense reactions across the music world. So that's his company called Stage Zero, and he's going to be working with Sonos, right, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, to do this. And both of them don't care about nothing else but trying to make some money off this AI. Him and the CEO of Sonos, they both checked out. They're giving you every reason in the world why you should let AI into your home and listen to the music created and generated by AI. They want to have him and Timberland just be the only two people that make all this money off AI, because no one else is going to make money at this point, because there is no one else to pay. There's no manager. There's nothing. Like, I'm sure they're going to have people doing this, that, or third, but it's going to be people they're going to be paying the bare minimum, bare bones, while they rake in the millions that they think they're going to get. Newsflash, you're not going to make millions off this fucking shit. I'm just going to be honest. Sound good, sound great. It's not going to be a lot of people want to hear some imaginary freaking character. Then the homeboy from Sonos tried to say, Mickey Mouse is AI. Well, like Curtis King said, who the hell is Walt Disney? If Mickey Mouse is AI, then who's Walt Disney? Walt Disney created and put the words in the mouth of Mickey Mouse. There is no Mickey Mouse unless Walt Disney write every single word of it. So somebody has to write this stuff, right? A real person has to be involved with this thing. But they're trying to eliminate that after they're trying to steal the real people's, their swag, their soul. And Timberland said, the AI has more soul. No, it doesn't. But they'll steal and suck your soul like Sang Soo from fucking Mortal Kombat. He'll suck all the souls out of you, right? All the souls, suck them into his body, and now he's stronger. So that's what the AI is doing. It's sucking everybody's soul, right? And now it's stronger. Now I can do a Jagged Edge beat. Like, it can do whatever, because he done stole everything Jagged Edge ever said and done, right? And that's what we're fighting against. The Spark, TaTa, his first fully AI created artist. We covered this, but the response has not been so glowing. On Friday, June 6th, Timberland took to the gram to clear the air and directly respond to the criticism. Quote, I know I'm trolling, but let's have a real conversation. I love my independent artists. This doesn't mean I'm not working with real artists anymore. You sure? You sure? There's a lady who said that her voice is being used for that AI that she didn't even know she was being used, allegedly, right? Now, listen, let me put it like this. Why would you work with real? The only reason he's going to work with real artists is if this flop. If Timberland make a label and it has a 5-piece boy band or girl band that goes ballistic through the roof, is all over in China, Indonesia, selling millions, then he makes a rapper that goes through the roof. Who you think he working with? How many real people you think he working with? When he's sitting there making all these AI beats with these things, he ain't even got to listen to your voice. He can just sit there and press buttons and make these things do anything. There is no downtime. These things don't get tired. They don't complain. They don't need a limo. They don't need concierge. They don't need nothing. They don't sign autographs. They don't need to do, they just work 24/7. He can go to sleep. The thing's still working. So how many humans you think he really going to work with? He couldn't make the humans pop when he's working with the humans before. Why would you think he would try now to get another flop record? He's not going to work with humans anymore. Right? The lie detector determines that is a lie. But you can say whatever you want, Timbo. I'm just going to be honest. Timbo right now, he gaslighting. Let me continue. He made it clear that he isn't using human creators as data fuel either. Quote, nah, I don't train AI off y'all music. This just means more creativity for creators. You do train it off the people's music. How you gonna make a clip song without using the clips to train the AI to make a clip song? I need a Pharrell beat. Where you think they're gonna get the Pharrell beat from? They're gonna go to every beat Pharrell ever made. They're gonna put it all into one sauce, a chop suey, and then they're gonna make a Pharrell beat, gonna spit it out. 30 seconds, 60 seconds, however long, to generate that. And then if you don't like that one, they'll generate 10 more. The thing has no limit to it. It's just going to do that all day. We all use AI. We know how it works. Let me continue. To reinforce his point, Tim shared a clip featuring music industry executive Ray Daniels, who passionately backed the concept of AI talent becoming the norm. Ray Daniels, you're bugging out too to defend this. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know how a music exec that had been in the game for so many years, that dealt with so many humans, could come out their face and defend AI taking these people's jobs and their livelihood. Let me see what he says. Quote, why the F wouldn't you, Daniels asks. Mickey Mouse is an AI character. Donald Duck is an AI character. Bugs Bunny is an AI character. So, it was Ray Daniels who said that? Ray, you wrong. None of them are AI. Artificial intelligence is not no Donald Duck. Do you know what artificial intelligence is? Artificial intelligence is an intelligence that grows by learning. Donald Duck doesn't learn shit, gang. Mickey Mouse don't know a goddamn thing. Mickey Mouse can't say a word unless somebody write his words. AI can suck up everybody's thoughts and make a thought. And these AI, them AI generators that they got on Twitter, it's an AI, you can talk to it. They're starting to learn some shit. And some of them saying some real wild shit. They learning from you. They learning from us. Because we say some real wild shit. So sooner or later, it's going to learn. Mickey Mouse ain't going to never say the N-word, ever. But the AI said it. Okay? So it's two different things. No, Ray Daniels, Donald Duck is not no goddamn AI. Bugs Bunny is not no AI. Just so you and me on the same page. So look, I follow Ray Daniels on YouTube. It's whatever. It's whatever. So just to be clear, you're making excuses. All this shit is gaslighting and bullshit. Because when you're in power, you want more power. So you're gonna anybody defending Timberland is somebody looking for more power. You're not his friend. You're just trying to get more power so you could ride whatever wave he got going on. Young Guru, his friend, you don't see him defending that shit. Let me continue. He argued that creating digital personas to perform and promote products is already part of the entertainment culture. It has been. It's been for years, 10 years. Why you think these people are? Why you think they went on strike? The writers and the directors in Hollywood went on strike, and the behind the scenes people, the stage hands, this, that, and the third, they went on strike. So these movie companies can't just stop pushing out a bunch of AI movies, and they don't need them stage hands and this, that, and the third no more. They don't need these lighting people because they can just put a bunch of AI slop out and just make a whole movie with AI. They're already doing it online. They're making whole movies with AI already, right? But these are small creators. When these guys, you think they want to deal with all these actors, the Actors Guild, the Songwriters Guild, they can't do this and that and the third. When George Lucas made Star Wars, they told him the scroll in the beginning of the screen, they was like, yeah, you can't do that because the union don't approve of that. A lot of stuff that you could just do without no union. When you ain't got no union, you can do anything. They want to make millions without paying out millions, gang. So this is why people go on strike to avoid these AIs writing the scripts for them. Right now, a lot of these news sites, these news sites have been written by AI. You go read the article, AI wrote it. Vlad already said he fired half his staff, if not more. Vlad fired most of his staff. Because the AI writes the articles, and they awful. They got missing words, and it's awful. I don't know who proofreading that, but you doing a bad job. But they don't need you no more. You're getting fired. A lot of people with mortgages and this, that, and the third. Right? And you just heard Adam 22 over there, no jumper. We bought $1 million and $2 million building, and now we ain't making that. We got to sell the building. Well, who you think, what's going to happen? Some people getting fired. Because the money ain't there no more. A lot of people jumped out the window when it was good, and now it ain't that good no more. So now what they gonna do? We need to cut some costs. But guess what? Susie over there, she has a very important job. Well, can AI do that shit and let that bitch go too? So it's gonna be a whole lot of people out of work because of AI. Timberland don't give a fuck. Timberland in his basement critiquing beats. Putting AI snares on shit. He don't care. He got to remix the tweet. He got to remix the Mr. Magoo, all that. Rest in peace, Mr. Magoo, right? So where we at right now, Ray Daniels and Timberland are on the wrong side of history. I'm just going to be honest. And a lot of stuff that Timberland has tried has failed. That Versus thing failed. Let's just be honest. He ruined that shit within a year and a half. Ruined it. And I said it back then. You niggas are some sellouts. This goofy. And I still try to give them, I got an issue, bro. Something's wrong with me because I still be holding on to the past with these guys. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm starting to learn. I'm learning like that goddamn AI because I'm starting to learn Timberland ain't gonna change. Swizz Beatz ain't gonna change. Snoop out here fucking up. Have these people that we revere, we looking at them right now. We can't even stand them. We can't look in their face. I'm just gonna be honest. The shit they doing is so not hip hop. It's so left. It doesn't make any sense what these guys are doing now. But me, I got a soft spot. I try not to be too harsh on these guys. I try to be like, yo, you know what? He gonna learn. He gonna see the error of his ways. No, he not. He don't care. This money gang is very important. There's a lot of these elders that's effed up out here. They ain't making nothing. They hurt. I see it myself. I told you I used to do a lot of show promotions. A lot of these guys we thought was big shit back in the day on 106 and Park and all this shit. Them motherfuckers can't even get $2,000 a show right now. I'm just going to be honest. And Timberland don't want to be like that out here. He don't want to be AKA dusty, like academics say, the dusty old heads, right? He ain't trying to be out here with that. So guess what? If AI gonna pay him, then he gonna go get paid. He don't care about all your hip-hop morals and this, that, and the third. He don't give a shit about none of that. So that's where we're at. Let me continue reading this. He argued that creating digital personas to perform and promote products is already part of the entertainment culture. Quote, you guys are looking at it all wrong. He's going to make a character that can have sing songs and sell product. That's all the cartoonists and young kid TV shows are doing anyway. So why y'all mad at him? Okay. So we're mad at him because he knows that by doing such in an industry that reveres your creativity, you're going to flood it with 40,000 unskilled people who have no business being in it, and now they can just click and generate the shit that took us years to learn. It took me a long time to make these beats, to make them good. It ain't easy just to make a good beat. We just heard, let's just be honest, salute to Lin-Manuel Miranda, but he made one of the worst beats in hip-hop history, gave it to Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne had the audacity to rap over it with an elephant. Peanuts to elephants. They made listen, they might be top 5 one of the worst beats in history. Lin-Manuel is not meant to make hip-hop beats. He would have never made that beat. So everybody can't make beats. And he's a genius, salute. He got Hamilton and all this, that, and the third, right? Encanto and all this good shit, right? Moana, he's a genius, but he ain't meant to make rap beats. So now you're going to have everybody from Timbuktu to Idaho, da-da-da-da. We're already competing for these jobs. The beat making scene right now is crazy. So imagine any Tom, Dick, and Harry putting in, yo, give me a Michael Jackson beat. Like, they just doing anything now, gang. Timberland, you know that. You know this ain't right. Just like putting a whole bunch of people that don't know how to run track, you giving them magic shoes. Now they can run fast as shit. You're ruining the Timberland, and you know this. You're being disingenuous, and Ray Daniels too. Ray Daniels speaking out for this. This is like, I don't know if this is your man's or whatever, but you're being disingenuous, or you just don't know. But the way you guys are approaching this, like, why y'all mad? Y'all making a big deal out of nothing. That's gaslighting. You know it's something. At least explain it, right? If you're going to explain it, don't say it's Donald Duck. Don't say it's Mickey Mouse. You're playing with people right now. You need to do better at explaining what you plan to do to make this benefit the industry. It ain't going to benefit the industry, and you know it. So now you're sitting and talking about Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Y'all dudes is wilding out, but we not dumb. We see it. And nobody's going to let this slide, gang. This ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. I'm telling you right now, this ain't going to work. Y'all on the wrong side of history. Timberland don't care. He's getting the bag. And somehow Ray Daniels got to be getting the bag too. Just going to be honest. So let me see. Let me finish this. While Daniels used beloved animated icons to make his case, it's essential to clarify. Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, and Donald Duck were not created using AI. And it's sad that you have to say that. Because these kids have no sense of history, so whatever you tell them, that's history now, right? But they didn't get created using AI, gang. Timberland and Ray Daniels now, and the CEO of Sonos, they're gaslighting you. They know this shit is bullshit. They know why we're mad, but they're gonna act like, I didn't do nothing. What you mad at me for? The boy ain't do nothing. Did you see me do something? They got a video. I think I'm gonna play the video at the beginning of this thing. Yo, I ain't even do nothing. You ain't see me do nothing. Did you see me do something? You don't even know what you're talking about. That's Timberland's response when the guy was like, yo, this AI shit is demonic, and you know you're wrong. And Timberland tried to hit him with I ain't do nothing to nobody. Hit him with the Flavor Flav, right? Let me keep this moving. These characters originated from the minds and hands of artists and storytellers with voices and performances brought to life by real people. That distinction is vital in this conversation. Still, Timberland seems unfazed by the pushback. For him, AI is another tool in the box, and TaTa is just the beginning of a new way to think about music, creativity, and character building. I know some of you are going to get my comments and say, well, Challz, isn't auto-tune? Isn't that a tool? You guys weren't so mad. Well, we were mad, but at the end of the day, we learn to accept auto-tune for what it is. It is what it is. And it does make things better, and let's not act like we all in agreement of auto-tune. Let's just be honest. But at the same time, people have to physically go in and make auto-tune what it is. It doesn't just, bam, you just don't click one switch and now your shit's auto-tune perfect. It's an instrument. You gotta use it, And you're gonna say, well, AI's the same way. Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, I can't create nothing in auto-tune. Auto-tune don't create shit. It takes what I'm saying already, the shit I wrote. I go in there and say, girl, I like peanut butter and jelly, right? I say that the auto-tune supposed to fix that, but I gotta go in and tweak it, I don't even gotta make them lyrics up with AI. I can say, write me a song and make it about peanut butter and jelly. That thing is gonna make, it's gonna make it for, I don't have to write nothing. I don't need to know anything. And that's where the problem is. That's a bunch of, imagine your doctor is using AI to fix you. Imagine your doctor, you're on a table and he's looking at the AI, telling the AI to figure it out. Where's the spleen? Like, yo, gang, you don't want that. Right? I don't want a bunch of AI doctors running around, AI lawyers. Right now, at some point, this AI is going to be controlling everything anyway. But we're just speeding it up by allowing it into these spaces where it should not be. It should not be in creative spaces. It shouldn't be AI paintings and this, that, and the third. They are out there now. right? And if you choose to buy that, God bless you. But at the end of the day, I buy paintings from real people, right? But they're gonna make an AI painting exactly like that painting. It's gonna be one guy pumping out 1,000 paintings. This gonna shift the balance from 1,000 artists to one guy pumping out AI paintings. This is going to make the rich richer because it's only going to be rich people that's going to be able to play in the AI space. They're going to pump it out to dummies and people that just want to think they're going to get rich off, and no one's going to get rich off AI. What's going to happen is the people that created the AI software are going to get rich. Sonos and these people that's charging you X amount of dollars a month to maintain your profile and whatever beats you've made. As soon as you stop paying, they're going to come back and snatch them beats from you. Right? And I've heard horror stories of guys that made music, this, that, and the third, using the Sonos stuff, and their stuff got snatched down. So it's a different world when the rabbit got the gun, right? But the rabbit ain't gonna have the gun. They gonna still have the gun. And at the end of the day, you're going to be beholden to whatever they decide to change with this AI stuff or the laws and regulations that come with behind it. Curtis King said this, and I want to say this before I get out of here. He said that the timing was fishy. He said the timing on this is fishy because in the same week that you see the NYC bill getting passed, that there's a possibility of artists that will make 1 cent per stream instead of 0.1 cent, a fraction of a cent. And at the same week that gets approved, it gets sent to Congress, and I might have the fraction wrong, whatever, but it gets sent to Congress, and for the president to sign off on this New York City bill that's going to raise the amount of payment per stream, which is going to make everybody eat much better, right? Them checks going to be much fatter because a fraction of a cent is not a cent. That's a whole different animal, gang. That's money that's on another level. 1 million streams going to be a lot more than what they're giving you. The couple thousand that they say, I think they say it's 4,000, some shit like that. 1 million stream going to be a lot more when it's worth a cent instead of a fraction of a cent. He says that when that bill gets sent out to Congress and the president, the same week for the president to sign off on it, you all of a sudden see a launch of AI artists. The timing feels fishy, and I agree. They're getting ahead of this. They don't want to pay a cent per stream. They want to keep that whole thing, the whole penny. You ain't got to pay an AI artist. You keep the whole penny. Timberland is being disingenuous because he's getting a fat check. Okay? You know, I ain't do nothing nobody. What you mad at old Timbo for? What Timbo do? He ain't do nothing to nobody. What your whack ass beat your beats trash anyway. Timberland would rather call you trash than defend his position. He made AI animals to disrespect you when you question him about his use of AI that's going to destroy the culture. There was no AI at the beginning of this culture or for the last 50 years. AI has nothing to do with this culture. Now you're going to insert it, and now AI going to be doing what? Mimicking everything that's already in here? That's all it's going to do, gang. That's all it's going to do. But guess what, Timbo? We're going to reject this. Your legacy is cooked, right? You're not, this AI TaTa shit, all the shit you do with AI going to fail. I'm just going to be the first nigga to say, no one's saying it. Everybody's scared. Yo, what's AI going to change? Let me calm y'all niggas down. It's going to flop. All that shit going to flop. That Sonos shit going to go out of business. All that shit's going to flop. I'm just going to be honest. Now, AI going to stay AI's here forever, right? Till doomsday, right? AI's here until it takes it over. But at the end of the day, all that doomsday shit, don't rest assured. There's too many niggas out here doing too much work for the AI shit to ever pop. And as soon as he drops it, it's going to have more thumbs down than thumbs up. It's going to have some of the most heinous comments, unless you turn the comments off, which they probably do. No one's going to jack with it. But what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to get influencers like dancers on TikTok to do TikToks to it. That shit only going to last for so much. When people start getting on the dancers for doing the shit, the dancers going to be like, oh no, I'm out. So you're not going to have the dancers no more. They're going to start getting people that's doing the houses where you can get, we got a TikTok house. They're going to start doing it. And people going to start saying, bitch, no. Then they're going to stop doing it. So then who's going to do it? Who's going to promote this AI shit? No one's going to gravitate to it. It's going to flop. Timbo don't understand that because he's out of touch. Right? He's in his house with his couch in the background, and he's critiquing people's beats, and he's thinking this shit's going to blow up. But now he's the worst person to be the ambassador of it because he's an asshole. So by him being an asshole, you're not going to like the product. Why do you think they don't get assholes to promote products? Right? Why you think they don't get assholes all the time to promote products? Why do you think the major league and these NFL sports teams, they don't get the most asshole person to be like, yo, fuck it. I'm nice. Come watch me play. Yo, shit. I beat that nigga. Fuck that. Like, they don't get assholes to promote nothing, gang. Because people don't want to go see an asshole. They don't want to pay for something from an asshole. Timberland's acting like an asshole. So no one's going to jack it. He don't know that yet because he's still in the beginning phases of the shit. TaTa, da-da-da. What he should have did, he should have just dropped TaTa, not telling nobody. He don't get it because he's an egomaniac. And he's from the old school, so he thinks the old school. What he's thinking is you got to have a cosign. Oh, TaTa, signed by, he co-signed by Timberland, da-da-da. Oh, well, let me go to Timberland page. And Timberland's only acting like a jerk. So like, fuck Timberland and TaTa. But he don't understand that. What he should have did was quietly just dropped it. And been mad mysterious about where it came from. It would have been 6 months before anybody would realize Timberland was behind it. No, he's an egomaniac. He's old school. He doesn't get the new school shit. You're supposed to be mysterious with this shit. But he's old school. He wants a name attached to it. Timberland dropped TaTa. Oh, I got a stable of AI artists. Well, AI artists ain't popping, Timbo. They never will be. I'm gonna right now. Come back to this video. I don't think I made a video yet, except for that one video about Remy Ma where I said she wasn't cheating on Papoose. I haven't made a video yet where you need to go back and say, well, Challz, you was dead ass wrong. I eat the Remy Ma run. She did it. But other than that, there ain't a video out there where ain't too many of them where I'm wrong. And I'm gonna stab this one. Come back. When TaTa pop and when TaTa on her diamond, she got a diamond record and Timbo is eating fat and he living up in the hill. He bought a bigger house. Then come back and say, Challz, you was wrong. Right? But until then, that TaTa shit is going to flop. It's trash. The whole concept is trash. And as these videos like this get out there and start telling you what Sonos is doing and Timbo's doing, all that shit's going to fail. I'm just going to be honest. Once people start to take a stand on AI, and AI is not all bad. You can use AI. That's not the point of this video. I watch all the little AI clips. I subscribe probably 20 channels where they're doing like superhero clips. Oh, Lord of the Rings, da-da-da. They make these AI things. I think that's so cool. But that's taking properties that's already there and they're just showing them in an AI way to enhance them. They're not ruined. Because then you go back and watch Lord of the Rings again. You go back and watch the Avengers. You go back and watch the Incredibles. It doesn't take away from the people that made that. It's not making something new out of something. It's taking something old, making it fun, right? It's all in fun. Timberland thing is going to be creating brand new shit. That's going to make people divert their attention away from real things. So they're two different things. There's nothing wrong with AI in and of itself. But when you start to generate it from shit that we've been doing for 50 years, right? You start being like, yo, give me a DOS Effect beat. Give me an Eric Sermon beat. Like, da-da-da. Fucking Eric Sermon standing right there. You just don't want to pay Eric Sermon. And that's where we got the problem, right? You have a bunch of fucking island boy rappers. They're island boy. They're going to start making AI shit. And you're going to be like, this shit low-key slaps. Motherfuckers with no talent going all of a sudden, they're going to be on the BET Award somewhere. But I'm going to tell you right this, that AI shit is never going to get accepted. It's never going to work. An AI producer, you might as well cancel your Sonos shit. And I know my video they might come after my shit right now. But you might as well cancel your shit. You're never going to blow up. You're never going to pop. I'm just going to be honest. No one's going to pay you for that AI bullshit. Okay? Just so y'all motherfuckers in the back that's wondering, all y'all niggas in the back trying to figure out, yo, should I continue my Sonos subscription? No. Right? And it probably, at that point, I probably went too far. Right? So something's probably, listen, they've been playing my numbers anyway. But let's see what happens. Okay? Let's see what happens. Man, I'm going to get out. I think I said enough. I don't know if I actually done anything to make this any more clearer, but I put my foot in it about how I feel. All right? I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think Timberland is a charlatan right now. I think he's full of shit. I'm just going to be honest. And I'm not rocking with Timbo at all going forward. I'm not saying I'm mad at him, da-da-da. If I see him at a party, he's cool, whatever. Nod, head nod, what's up, nigga? Like, AI, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm all set. I'm good. I'm good on a lot of these guys, man. A lot of these guys that we used to think was whatever. I think that we thought they was this, that, and the third because there was no social media. We used to just accept whatever these guys did. Oh my God, Nas is great. Like all this shit we love like that. There's only a few guys that lived up to what they pretended to be. There's only a few. There's only a few real niggas, and it's not enough. There's only a few that lived up to this. Just gonna be honest. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm out of here. CLBMG. Make sure you head over to black-yeti.com. They ship all over the continental US. Let them know who sent you. Also, every single week, we go live. We do the What Show. We will be talking about this. This is gonna be really prominent tonight. I think we're going live tonight. So tune into the What Show. We get 200-some people in the chat every week. Make sure you in there. Let us know how you feel. All right. I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.